But just in terms of Indusind Bank right now also, slight bit of that decrease is there versus what we are watching out for in terms of the poll that we had. And overall, on a year-on-year basis also, Gaurav, seems like there's a bit of a decrease, right?
Well,
so, what is the provisioning looking like right now? Any indication you've managed to look at it?
right. I was just looking at the numbers, and when we look at Indusind Bank, it looks like it is a weak set of numbers. So let's go through the numbers first. When we look at net interest income, that declined almost by 18% on a year-on-year basis. So that is something we could say in line with the street's expectation, because street was not expecting any kind of good set of numbers from Indusind Bank this quarter. Remember, in the pre-quarterly updates as well, we have seen loan book as well as deposits declining on a year-on-year as well as sequential basis. When it comes to the operating profit, we saw 43% of a fall on a year-on-year basis. Once again, we can say marginally in line with the street's expectation. But what is hurting this quarter is that the provisions, those were high. Provisions have increased almost by 50% on a sequential basis. Now, this is something which came in as a surprise. And at the same time, they have reported losses of around 437 crores. Now, remember, street was not penciling in any kind of losses for Indusind Bank in this quarter. We have seen episodes of bank actually reporting losses in the last quarter. So that was something which was not factored in by the street. But this came in as a negative surprise. What we are seeing right now is that management said that the bank has accelerated their write-offs as well as they have increased their provisions in microfinance as a prudent measure. What they're saying is that from here on, they believe that from the next quarter onwards, the results are going to be strong because they have actually increased their provisions specifically in this quarter. But that is something which came in as a negative surprise. In terms of net interest margins, we could say that was in line. We have seen net interest margins of around 3.32%, in line with what the street is expecting. But for now, from the commentary point of view, we will be watching out on how they are talking about the provisions as well as the growth going ahead. Given that they have reported losses, how management sees the growth for the bank going ahead, that is a key thing to watch out for in Indusind Bank this quarter.
Okay, Gaurav, thanks so much for that update right now coming in for Indusind Bank. Not looking too pretty as much as we saw in terms of HDFC or ICICI Bank.